Alright, hello YouTube, this is Crunchback Daddy back again with another commentary vid on Men of War Assault Squad. I'm playing as the Germans on a 1v1 versus a Russian opponent. Yes, you heard it. And right off the bat, straight off the bat, you can see I'm placing a MG42 up in that balcony there. This is Bocage, by the way, but it's a 2v2 from the beginning, but I figured it could be fun to try it out 1v1, which we will see is pretty entertaining. Alright, so here you can see me splitting up as usual, popping smoke, and taking this bunker over here to cover the flag, as you can see, which I got to first. Now my opponent is coming up. Over here I'm also capping. So my guys are chilling out in a bunker and it's looking pretty good for me so far. I lost some dudes there, and the fraps make it lag a bit, but it will disappear after a while. And here my guy throws grenades straight into the window. I thought it would fly through, but it did not. So this opponent of mine, I'm not sure how much experience he had. We'll see some mistakes made by him that will turn out to be pretty catastrophical. Yeah. So here I secure the middle, but my opponent is has placed the MG in the window there. So I'm gonna take him out here with a frag grenade. Bam! There he goes. I'm gonna steal it. Always steal machine guns. That's another good tip. No matter if it's MG42s are of course, well, that's my favorite MG, but this one, Russian one, is not that bad neither. Still kill a lot of dudes. So if you look at the map right now, I got 2 of the 3 battle zones, and my opponent got the last one. So, but I still got the majority, so I get the points. As you can see, I got 11 right now. I'm the green team, and my opponent is the red team with 0 points so far. And here I'm gonna try to push his last flag to keep him occupied and not to be able to start an assault on the middle. And as you also might have seen, I've placed MG42 right behind the bunker there. He's right now behind the pine tree, shooting from over there, and he's gonna cover my guys moving up. And my guys are throwing smoke grenade as always with with help of the F3 hotkey. You can cue the grenades, smoke grenades, and they'll throw them after one another. Alright, so now you can see a nice smoking line here, which mean I can advance safely, I thought, but there were still some Russian guys over there. As you can see, I'm not moving my guys in a blob, or trying not to at least. I fail anyway. And meanwhile, as you might have seen on the map, minimap, there was a big red blob of Russian troops moving up against me. And I bought a 222 armored car to cover my advance on the left there. That's always cause I figured my opponent had not bought any tanks so far, and a 222 is not that very expensive if he turn out to buy a tank. So if I lose it, it's not the whole world. And that's the thing about my opponent too. He buys kind of weird stuff actually, so which makes me think he's not that used to this game, but he's still doing a good job. And I also bought a sniper at the town there, as you can see on the unit rooster, whatever it's called, on the left side there. There's a sniper rifle, which means I got the hero sniper, the veteran sniper that the Germans get. Just like an enemy at the gates, man. And here I actually managed to, with the help of my armored car, to take the left flank, but meanwhile my opponent got the mid. So we're kind of switching flags right now, but I will not let that happen. And here I'm looking for a guy that must have gotten lost in the woods or something, as well as placing out MG42s all over the place. And here you can see my opponent brought up a heavy MG, which could have taken out. You saw it actually injured my armored car crew, but my armored car was able to take it out because of the lack of armor of that thing. So it's decrewed now, and I'm bringing in my paratroopers to retake the flag and also to get that MG. That heavy MG. And here once again I'm using F1, which is a hotkey for frag grenades. So if you got like a squad clicked, or two guys or one guy, whatever. Oh, there I got a lot of his guys with that armored car. So that was successful. Now it's emptied of Russians. Anyways, I was talking about the hotkeys again. I was talking about the hotkeys for grenades, but just as you could do with the smoke grenades, when you press F3, you can press F1 and then cue the grenades throwing of your squad, as you saw me do before. Man, I can never explain that good enough. Anyway, I'm moving my sniper around now, since the middle seems pretty much secure, whilst my enemy got the left back. So that's where the struggle is right now, and he's got a counter MG there, so he can move up against me, because I'll mow him down, but I can't do the same to him. So it's World War I all over again. And here I ran to capture the unarmed heavy MG, and right about then he brings in a squad of Marines, and this is what happened if you don't spread your guys out. Well, they get completely mowed down. And right after that he does the same mistake again. He brings in a squad of parasites, of partisans, that also share the same faith as their marine comrades. There we got one of my paratroopers manning the gun, but otherwise it's bye-bye for his troops. So that's a other reason why to think this guy has not that much experience, because he clumped up his troops. Of course he might have gotten, you know, surprised that I had captured his MG. He hadn't counted on that, but I still advise you guys not to bring up that much troops at once, or at least spread them out as quick as possible, or otherwise you'll share the same fate. And here I'm auto-aiming. I'm telling my sniper searching with my sniper, because sometimes you have to do that because the sniper is so stupid that he cannot search for targets himself. But just sweep over the area with him, in direct control, and he will find people to shoot. And here I got very lucky because I just bought a flamethrower dude, and he got there just in time to burn that black coat unit up, as well as the jeep here with which I think both of them were hero units. So taking them both out was pretty nice. So I torched all of them. Still brings up troops. And this is what it's doing next. Is not first of all, he's not popping smoke, and then he's bringing all of his guys up in one row, which is pretty dangerous because you want to make sure what you will meet first. So you usually send up in a spotter, or spread it out. This is what happens if you don't do it. If you don't smoke and if you don't spread out, you die. So this is some pure Russian tactics for you. And to make it even worse for my opponent, I'm bringing in a Stug, which is one of my favorites as well. I like both the Herzer and the Stug. Maybe the Herzer a bit more because it's got a better MG. On the other hand, because it can rotate 360 degrees, which the Stug cannot. On the other hand, though, the Stug has better frontal armor, and my opponent doesn't seem to buy any tanks ever, or anything that can threaten armor. So I figured, what the hell, let's go for this one, because it's cool, right? I sound pretty confident when I talk about my opponent, but as I can see now on the map, he's actually kicking my ass. As it is, he's taking the middle actually, so his Russian stunts seem to have worked. But here he does it again, and it's my captured heavy MG that kills the most of them. So that was pretty ironic that the unit that killed most of the guys, most of his units, were his own gun. That's pretty humiliating. And here my assault squad is gonna move in to the bunker again, secure it with a grenade, and there you see I pressed F1 and then tossed the grenade. And now you can see on the map that he's moving in a lot of infantry once more, the red small dots, but as you also can see, he's running them straight into my captured heavy MG. And I'm starting to feel comfortable for some reason. I don't know why, because I only have 50 points, but I figured I would go in with a Goliath, perhaps take out that bunker. But I did not really have to do that because I had my armored car, which will penetrate that tree cover. Anyway, you can see his last standing Marines is taking cover behind that jeep, but the jeep is not impenetrable, so they will die one after another. There's also a good tip: always try to cover